What is good, y'all? It's Thursday. Picks. There's no game tonight, but obviously Saturday. It starts with the last week of the NFL season. I can't believe it's already the last week, y'all. Like, it's crazy how it's already the last week. We're going to not see so many of these teams for a long time after this week. My last time watching my Giants, last time watching a lot of players and teams this year. So that is crazy. Time flew. I want to thank y'all so much for the support this whole year. Obviously, we're not done. We have the playoffs and such. But this is the last picks week. Although I will be doing playoff picks next week, and every week when we know who's versing who from there, I'll do my playoff predictions next week. Again, even though I have my before season one, but my official one with obviously knowing who's going to be in it, and then through the weeks I'll do my playoff predictions. But obviously it's not my full team, so full team picks. This is the last time this year, man. Again, thank y'all so much. Y'all have been killing it this year, but we're not done yet, man. But this is the last one, and it's a huge week. Who's gonna make the playoffs, bro? Biggest week. A lot of some players will have backups in some teams, and some teams are playing for it all, man. So it's a huge week in the NFL. Huge week. You feel me? So, amen. Let's get into it. Last week I went 13-3, which makes my overall record for this year 156-100. It's a really good record. Like, I'm doing good, but I wish I didn't get to that 100 mark. I really did, but I did get to that 100 mark, and still for a week less. So either way, I was hitting the 100 mark no matter what. But I had a really good last week, and probably the most important week to go 13-3. So let's finish it off strong this week, man. Let's finish it off strong this week, and I guess I'll let y'all know what my overall record is in the playoff prediction video or something. I'll somehow it's either gonna be a separate video, me just letting y'all know that I did, or my playoff prediction video, like my official one with the end of the season. I'll let y'all know how I did it. Maybe I'll continue my record. Maybe I'll continue it. Each one. I'll probably continue it. Yeah. So this won't be like this. It won't be finishing my record. I'll continue it. This is the longest intro for one of these I ever did, but I gotta let y'all know all the info considering it's the last one. So with my playoff prediction video next week, I'll continue it. I'll continue my record. So that's how we'll do it. That is how we are going to do it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. So let's get it. I'm gonna do my own playoff prediction video, right? And then I'm still gonna do my picks video. So it'll be different. There we go. Perfect. Always thinking, man. So we got the Ravens versus Steelers. The Ravens will be sitting their starters. Steelers will be playing for it all. If they win, I don't know if they win, they make the playoffs, but they have to win to even have a chance. So it's close because I think Tyler Huntley could get it done, and they already lost to the Ravens. They already beat the Ravens once this year. I don't know. I feel like Tyler Huntley with the backups can get it done still, man, against the Steelers. I don't know. I'm not confident. I'm gonna pick the Ravens. I'm gonna go out on a limb. Mike Tomlin's still gonna have his winning season, but I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs this year. We'll see though. Maybe the Steelers will. They have won the last two. They've been looking good, but I'm gonna say the Ravens are gonna win it with Tyler Huntley because Huntley can play. Colts versus Texans. Now that's the game, bro. That's the game right here. This is it's not for the division because if Jacksonville beats Tennessee, which you'd like to think they will, then Jacksonville wins the division. But it's still for a wild card, even if Jacksonville does win. Texans Colts. I don't know who to pick, bro. The Colts secondary could get torched. But their offense is good. Pittman and Taylor are going to have their games, especially Pittman. But the Texans secondary can get torched too. But it's like the Texans have more playmakers. CJ Stroud's really good. Minshew's been playing good. Both defenses are good, but also very torchable. I don't know who's going to win this one, bro. I don't know. They're saying Houston is favored. I'm going to go... Who won the first matchup? I don't remember. I'm going to say the Colts pull it out. I'm going to say the Colts pull it out. It's gonna be close. I don't know. I'm not too confident in it, but hey. So Cincy versus Browns. Browns resting their starters. I don't know. I'm gonna say Cincy. No. They own the Browns. They own the Bengals. But then again, they kind of own Joe Burrow, who's not playing in it, which is interesting because if they wouldn't have had Joe Burrow, then that's pretty wild. I don't know. They're going Cincy -7 because the backups are playing. Wow. So the starters are playing for the Bengals. They're playing for nothing. Sheesh. For a winning record, at least, for this year. I don't know who to pick, bro. I'm going to say the Browns are going to... I'll say the Browns. I'll say the Bengals. I'm going to say the Bengals. It's just hard because the Browns kind of own the Bengals, but But I'm gonna say that I'll say the Bengals. Lions, Vikings. Are the Lions starters playing? They're favored, so I'm sure they're playing, but only 3.5. I feel like it would be more if the starters were playing. Let me see. Let me see, because they're gonna be the third seed no matter what, right? Let me see. Their starters are playing. Yeah, it looks like the starters are playing. So Lions. I'm going with the Lions. Jaguars, Titans, got to go to Jaguars. Jets, Patriots. I'm going with the Patriots to end their season on a W. Maybe Belichick's last game ever as a Patriot. What do y'all think? Very interesting. Yeah, Jets suck. I'll definitely go with the Pats. And a huge game. I'm gonna take the Saints at home, and then I think the Bucks are gonna win too. So then let me know who. So right now, let me see this. So the Buccaneers are still first in the division. So if they both win, is it the Buccaneers that win the division? And if they both lose, is it the Buccaneers that win the division? Let me know. So I'm gonna go with the Saints and the Buccaneers, and it looks like according to this, since the Buccaneers are first in the division, it looks like the Buccaneers will be the division if it ends in a tie. That's what it looks like. So let me know. Let me know if it ends with tied record. So let me know. But if one of them loses and one of them wins, sheesh. And then let's say the Buccaneers lose and the Saints lose, and then the Falcons might win it. So it's going to be close, and still wild card options are open for everyone. Depending on what the Seahawks and the Packers do, and the Vikings. So yeah. By the way, that Lions Viking game is huge for the Vikings, but I think the Vikings are done. I think they're done. I don't think they're. Then we have the Bears Packers. Yo, the Bears are playing unreal football right now. They are playing good. They want to get this dub and spoil it for the Packers. By the way, the Bears aren't out of it if people tie, but they're out. Because no one's tying. But it's gonna be a close one. Last year, the Packers were in the same situation where they needed to win the last game against the Lions to make the playoffs for Aaron Rodgers, and they weren't able to. This time they have Jordan Love against the Bears, a team that they own, team that they beat this year. But Fields is playing really, really good right now. DJ Moore, the Bears defense is stepping up. Packers also playing really, really well. It's gonna be it's in Lambeau. It's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna take the Packers, but just don't be surprised if the Bears win. I don't know. I just have a feeling. Packers win. And they clinch the playoff spot no matter what happens. So it's a huge game. They gotta win. They gotta win. We got the Broncos Raiders. I'm going with the Raiders for sure. Broncos suck. Giants Philly in New York. It could potentially be Saquon's last game ever as a Giant, which is wild. It's definitely going to be Sterling Shepard, so end of an era with that. I think the Eagles are going to win. I'm going to take the Eagles, but again, the Eagles are so bad right now. I wouldn't even be surprised if the Giants can somehow do something. Tyrod starting the whole game. We almost beat them in Philly. If we didn't have DeVito starting in the first, we probably would have. But I'm going to take the Eagles. It's a must-win for them. They have to win it, so it's just like I think they'll win it. But will it be Saquon's last game? Will it be Saquon's last game? No. No, please. That makes me sad, man. So we'll see. Seahawks Cardinals, huge game for the Seahawks. They need it bad. I'm gonna take the Seahawks to win it. Huge game. The Cardinals can be spoilers. We'll see. But the Seahawks need it bad. If Seahawks win, do they get in? I think so. Yeah, if the Seahawks win, they'll be in the 7th seed to verse the 2, which is probably gonna be Dallas. So we might see a Seahawks. Dallas first round, or will it be Green Bay? Did Seahawks and Green Bay versus this year? I'm not sure. It's either gonna be Seahawks or Green Bay, so we'll see. We'll see. I would love to see a Seahawks versus them again, but I think it will be Green Bay. I think it's gonna be Green Bay who will be the 7, and Seattle will be the 6. Or no? Yeah. Where the Rams at? We know I'm tripping. The Rams clinched, and then the Eagles. Oh shit! Only one of them can make it. Seahawks or Packers. Only one of them can make it. Damn. Only one of them can make it. Damn. Okay. So only one of them can make it. I'm gonna take the Seahawks to win the game against the Cardinals, but I didn't know that only one of them can make it. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, only one of them can make it. Wow. So that means the Saints and Bucks, only one of them is making it too. Most likely. The Packers beat the Saints earlier, so yeah, if the Packers win. And if the Packers win, then they clinch. So yeah, so if the Packers win, it's done with. It's done with then. Wow, that's crazy. That is crazy. We got the Chiefs Chargers. The Chiefs are resting their starters, and I still think they're gonna get the W. I still think they're gonna get the W. Chargers are so bad. We'll see, but I'm going to take the Chiefs in that one. Rams, Niners, both teams resting their starters. I'm going to take the Niners. Sam Darnold will probably get it done. Carson Wentz starting for the Rams, so good to see him for a game, but starters resting for both squads. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Niners in that one. We got Dallas, Washington. Dallas obviously playing their starters have to, because if they lose and the Eagles win, then that means they would be the 5th seed. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Dallas for sure, obviously. And then the final game of the year. Bills, Dolphins. This is for the division. This is for the division for the 2nd seed in the AFC. If the Bills win, they will be the 2nd seed. If the Dolphins win, they will be the 2nd seed. It's a huge game. Prayers out to Tyreek Hill right now with his house fire. I hope it's not a distraction. Obviously, it is. But obviously, safety comes first and priorities come first, and that's huge. So prayers out to him. I hope all the best. I'm glad everyone's safe and no one was hurt. All that stuff's replaceable, Tyreek. So just keep a level head. Prayers to you, bro. And then it's a huge game, man. In Miami, it's a playoff decider too, man. Like it's big. So Miami will clinch, but the thing about this one is Miami clinches no matter what, right? No matter what, they made the playoffs. But if the Bills lose and the Steelers win, which obviously I picked against them, and if the Colts win, or something, or the Texans, it's either one or the other. If those two win and Buffalo loses, then the Bills might miss the playoffs in general. The Bills are in danger of missing the playoffs if they lose this game, depending on the outcomes of the other games. So it's huge. It's a huge game. It's a huge game for the Bills. They have to win it. They'll know too before, considering they're playing Sunday Night Football. And regardless, even if they do know they're clinching before the game, they're still playing for the division. So it's a huge game. They already beat the Dolphins once this year. I'm gonna take the Dolphins. It's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be tough. I'm gonna take the Dolphins. I think the Bills. They're a little bit inconsistent still. They barely beat the Chargers. Even though they've been playing well, they're still inconsistent. I think we're going to see a little bit of the inconsistent Bills this Sunday, and I think the Dolphins are going to get the job done. Sheesh, man. So obviously the standings, man. So playoffs. Only one of these teams is making the playoffs. Tampa or New Orleans. We'll see. It's most likely going to be Tampa because they're versing the Panthers. That's what I think. And I think if they both win, because I think the Saints will win too, but I think if they both win, it's the Bucks. Then I think the Packers are going to win, and that means they would clinch. But if they do lose, that means I think the Seahawks are going to slip in. Right? That's how it would work. Or would the Saints be able to slip in if they won? So it would either be the Saints or the Seahawks. And obviously both these teams clinched. I think Dallas is going to take this division. I think because they're going to win. Obviously Lions clinch, so we'll see what happens, man. We will see what happens. And in the AFC, obviously playing for the division here, Buffalo can not be in the playoffs, or they can be the division winners if they win this game, and Miami would be the 5th seed, but Miami's clinched no matter what. Baltimore obviously 1st seed, 1st round bye. Browns are going to be sitting in the 5 seed? Or the 6? It's either going to be the 5 or the 6, depending on what happens in this game. So we'll see. And then this division is insane, still up for grabs completely. And also Pittsburgh, we'll see what happens with Pittsburgh if they can somehow make it. I think Jacksonville's going to beat the Titans and take this division, but then one of these teams still can be the wild card based on who wins. So whoever loses this game is done. They're out. They're out. So it's a huge game. And obviously Kansas City clinch, and none of these teams are making the playoffs. So, wow, man, what a season it's been. This is by far the longest picks video, but there was a lot to discuss this time around. So we'll see what happens, man. And then obviously we'll be reacting all weekend, and we'll be back during the week to with my playoff predictions and my playoff picks. I appreciate y'all. Let me know your thoughts.